BFG. The giant picked up the trembling Sophie with one hand and carried her across the cave and put her on the table. Now he really is going to eat me, Sophie thought. Now the giant sat down and stared hard at Sophie. He had truly enormous ears. Each one was as big as the wheel of a truck, and he seemed to be able to move them inwards and outwards from his head as he wished. "I is hungry," the giant boomed. He grinned, showing massive square teeth. The teeth were very wide and very square, and they sat in his mouth like huge slices of white bread. "But please don't eat me," Sophie stammered. The giant let out a bellow of laughter. "Just because I is giant, you think I is a man gobbling cannibal," he shouted. "You is about right. Giants is all cannibally and murderful, and they does gobble up human beings. We is in giant country now. Giants is everywhere around. Out there us has the famous bone-crushing giant crutches up to hoopsy waffling human beings for supper every night. So noises, ear bursting, noise of crunching bones goes crackety crack for miles around. Ouch, Sophie said. Bone-crushing giant only gobbles human beings from turkey, the giant said. Every night Bonecrusher is galloping up to Turkey to gobble Turks. Sophie's sense of patriotism was suddenly so bruised by this remark that she became quite angry. "Why Turks?" she blurted out. "What's wrong with the English?" "The English," Bone-crushing Giant says. "Turks is tasting ever so much juicier and more scrumdiddly yumptious. Bonecrusher says Turkish human beings as a glamourly flavor. He says Turks from Turkey is tasting of turkey. I suppose they would, Sophie said. Of course they would, the giant shouted. Every human being is diddly and different. Some is scrumdiddly yumptious and some is yucky slash. Greeks is all full of yucky slush. No giant is eating Greeks ever. Why not? Sophie asked. Greeks from Greece is all tasting greasy, the giant said. I imagine that's possible too, Sophie said. She was wondering with a bit of the terrible what all this talking about eating people was leading up to. Whatever happened, she simply must play along with this peculiar giant and smile at his jokes. But were they jokes? Perhaps the great brute was just working up an appetite by talking about food. As I am saying, the giant went on, all human beings is having different flavors. Human beings from Panama is testing very strong of hats. Why hats? Sophie said. You is not very clever, the giant said, moving his great ears in and out. I thought all human beings is full of brains, but your head is emptier than a bungalow. Bandung- Bandungle. Do you like vegetables? Sophie asked, hoping to steer the conversation towards the slightly less dangerous kind of food.